And you best believe these owners are going to be scouring the market for who can reel in the big fish, the biggest fish of them all, Caitlin Clark. Take a look here. This is crazy. It is going down, y'all. It's going down like Young Jock. I keep trying to tell you. Sparks agreed to part ways with general manager Reagan Pebley. The LA Sparks have agreed to part ways with general manager effective today.
The basketball world has been flooded with speculation following reports of a potential blockbuster opportunity involving Caitlin Clark, placing the Indiana Fever at the center of one of the most talked-about storylines in professional sports. Rumors surrounding a possible long-term, high-value offer have fueled intense debate across social media, television, and the basketball community, creating enormous attention around the franchise's future. According to widespread speculation, discussions involving a potential $50 million long-term business opportunity have sparked conversations about what such a move could mean for both Clark and the league. Although no official agreement has been confirmed, the reports have generated significant interest, with fans and analysts closely following every new development. At the same time, the spotlight has turned toward the Indiana Fever's leadership. Coaching decisions, player rotations, and organizational strategy have all become major topics of public discussion. Every statement, every lineup adjustment, and every post-game interview is now being analyzed as supporters search for clues about the team's long-term direction. Much of the debate centers on whether the organization has fully maximized the opportunities created by one of basketball's brightest young stars. Critics have questioned certain coaching decisions, while others argue that patience and long-term development remain the priority. Regardless of where opinions fall, the discussion has become one of the defining narratives of the WNBA season. What began as a conversation about basketball has evolved into a broader debate about leadership, player empowerment, team culture, and the future business landscape of professional women's basketball. With speculation continuing to grow and public attention reaching unprecedented levels, the next chapter of this story remains one of the most closely watched developments in the sport.
More than they have leaned into her and built a team to play around her. They've spent 2 off seasons building a team to play without Caitlin Clark. It's clear as day. It's very simple, and I think the writing is pretty much already on the wall. At the end of the season, Kelsey Mitchell contract is up. Caitlin Clark is up for the Epic. Whatever. The Indiana Fever are going to be forced to pick a direction. They're either going to choose Kelsey Mitchell and Stephanie White, or they are going to choose Caitlin Clark. And I include Stephanie White in that because Stephanie White and Caitlin Clark, philosophically, they just don't see basketball from the same lens. It's that simple. I don't believe that they hate each other off the floor. I just don't think that on the floor, it's a good mix. I think they just see the game through 2 different lenses. And we have been yearning and calling for Stephanie White to actually stand up for, represent, and be front and center for Caitlin Clark. And she's refused to do it at every turn outside of a 30-second clip post the Alyssa Thomas situation, in which she backtracked on everything she said and made Alyssa Thomas the victim when her superstar point guard was the victim. It just makes no sense how Stephanie White has gone about this. And you see the things that LA Sparks doing. You got Cameron Brink, who's friends with Caitlin Clark. You got Kate Money Martin.
Every major milestone in Caitlin Clark's career has generated enormous attention from fans, media, and the basketball world. At times, however, some supporters have argued that the recognition surrounding those achievements did not always feel as visible within the organization itself. That perception has fueled ongoing debates about leadership, communication, and the overall direction of the franchise. Many critics believe the organization placed too much emphasis on maintaining its established system instead of fully embracing the momentum created by one of the league's brightest young stars. Whether that perception is fair or not, it has become one of the central storylines surrounding the Indiana Fever. As the conversation intensified, every coaching decision, public statement, and lineup adjustment came under increasing scrutiny. According to widespread speculation, the growing attention surrounding the franchise also sparked conversations about what other organizations might do if the opportunity to pursue a player of Clark's caliber ever arose. Among the teams frequently mentioned in those discussions were the Los Angeles Sparks, with fans and analysts imagining what a potential blockbuster move could look like. As reports and rumors continued to circulate, speculation surrounding possible financial opportunities and long-term business partnerships only added to the intrigue. Although none of those scenarios have been officially confirmed, they have fueled one of the biggest conversations in professional basketball, leaving fans eagerly awaiting the next development.
Into the new ownership before I even get to what coach had to say. Okay, now this new ownership group came in and they are looking to make major moves. Okay, hold on one second. Now this is Ramona Shelburne. Okay, a longtime sports writer for ESPN Los Angeles. Okay, now Ramona Shelburne said this. Okay, Sparks ownership, the Walter Group, has been much more involved with the franchise this season, just as they have with the Lakers. From what I understand, this is more of an organizational shift than anything specific. An organizational shift.
As speculation surrounding Caitlin Clark's future intensified, the basketball world was flooded with discussion about what a potential blockbuster move could mean for the league. Reports and fan theories quickly gained momentum, with many suggesting that several organizations would be eager to pursue one of the sport's biggest stars if the opportunity ever became available. Among the teams frequently mentioned in those conversations were the Los Angeles Sparks. According to widespread speculation, any potential pursuit would extend far beyond a traditional player acquisition. Analysts and fans envisioned a comprehensive long-term opportunity built around marketing partnerships, endorsement potential, and expanded business opportunities designed to maximize Clark's impact both on and off the court. Some reports even fueled discussion of a potential $50 million long-term business framework, combining sponsorship opportunities, brand partnerships, and future commercial ventures. While none of those reports have been officially confirmed, the speculation has sparked widespread debate about how generational athletes could reshape the business side of professional basketball. To many supporters, the conversation extends far beyond basketball itself. It has become a broader discussion about player empowerment, organizational culture, and the growing influence that superstar athletes have over their careers. As rumors continue to circulate, every new development is being closely followed, making this one of the most talked about stories in the sport.
And the team and Atlanta. So obviously, I found out this morning, Reagan's a friend of mine and I care about her. And this is the hard part in sports, right? But right now I'm just, focused on the team.
Sense of urgency kind of heightened, or has it already been kind of there already?
Like, what do you mean?
The sense of urgency of like.
I mean, we've had the sense of urgency all season. We've had just peaks and valleys with how we've played and who we've had active and injured and stuff. But I feel like we're playing.
Now, Lynn Roberts, she understands the pressure is on her as a coach because there's no guarantee that you're gonna like make it. There's no guarantee that this ownership group is gonna keep you around. The ownership group may be scouring around for a coach that already has a great relationship with Caitlin Clark. They're gonna be looking to make a partnership. And I think, listen, man, things are happening behind the scenes. I 100% believe things are happening, and there's a chance that this thing could.
Reports surrounding Caitlin Clark's long-term future have fueled intense speculation across the basketball world, prompting widespread discussion among fans, media outlets, and industry observers. As the conversation continues to grow, organizations, sponsors, and league stakeholders are watching closely to see what happens next. Every new rumor and report has added another layer of intrigue to one of the biggest storylines in the sport. Much of the public attention has shifted toward the Indiana Fever's leadership, with coaching decisions and organizational direction becoming major topics of debate. As scrutiny increases, every move made by the franchise is being analyzed by fans, commentators, and basketball analysts alike. Questions surrounding leadership, communication, and the team's long-term vision continue to dominate the conversation. According to ongoing reports, team executives have been evaluating the organization's next steps while attempting to address growing public criticism. Whether those discussions lead to meaningful changes remains uncertain, but the pressure on the franchise has never been greater. Every public statement and every organizational decision now carries significant weight. Meanwhile, speculation linking Caitlin Clark to future opportunities elsewhere has only intensified the discussion. Although nothing has been officially confirmed, the possibility of major changes has captured the attention of the entire basketball community. If significant moves were ever to take place, they could reshape conversations about player influence, organizational leadership, and the future direction of the league. What began as a debate over coaching decisions has evolved into a much broader conversation about team culture, leadership, and the growing impact of superstar players in professional basketball. With the spotlight brighter than ever, the next chapter of this story is one that fans across the sports world will be watching closely.
It's not going to be good, but we have the talent needed, even with KP out, even with Cam out, to be more competitive than that.
Yeah. During this stretch, talk to me about just the decision today to just like practice and just say, we're just going to watch film. You know, if you want to shoot a little bit, you can shoot a little bit, but not even really do too much on court and just say like, this is what we got to do. Here it is. Let's go do it.
And that's the reality at this point in the season too. Like, we don't need to go through our plays right now today and wear them down physically. It's mentally having the focus and the intensity needed to execute. It's that simple. Now, it's hard to do, but I'm not saying it's simple to do, but it's a simple fix. Like, that's what it is. Being in the right coverages, whatever it is, offensively being where we need to be. Like, do your job, all of us.
With Kelsey Plum and Brink out, you need more than just the starter. You're always going to need more than starters, but in particular, you're definitely going to need more from the bench. This last game, you played everybody, right? And everybody had a decent amount of minutes. What do you want to see from when you mix in players like Kate Martin and, you know, maybe Peely this week and Kiana Williams and just Emma Cannon? She got some quality time. Park, like whoever it is, like what do you want to see from these bench players when they're kind of in the mix with the starters to kind of just keep it going?
Well, they got to bring life off the bench, play with some confidence. And again, it's player one through every DB player. Like, execute what we're supposed to be doing. Be focused, be in the moment. Don't be thinking about the shot you missed or the foul you didn't get or the turnover you had or the fact that your player just scored. Like, next play mentality. It takes a level of toughness mentally. That's what I need from everybody.
With this stretch, have you considered going to more of a hockey substitution? I noticed there are a couple teams in the league, they just be popping players out there, and I looked at, like, for example, I looked at the Valkyries the other day, and like even the minutes, they look like an AAU team, the minutes.
With reports of a potential $50 million opportunity on the West Coast fueling speculation, Caitlin Clark has become the center of one of the biggest conversations in professional basketball. To many supporters, this isn't just about one player's future. It represents a broader discussion about athlete empowerment and the growing influence of star players across the sports world. If such a move were ever to become reality, it would reshape the narrative surrounding the franchise and leave team leadership facing difficult questions about the decisions that led to this moment. The spotlight has shifted, the pressure continues to build, and every executive decision is now being examined more closely than ever before. Will Indiana's leadership make significant changes before the organization faces even greater challenges? Or could growing fan frustration become the catalyst for a major shift in how teams across the league approach leadership, player relationships, and organizational culture? One thing is certain. The basketball world is watching every move with incredible attention. Every decision, every statement, and every development will be analyzed from every angle. If you're following this story, be sure to subscribe and turn on notifications, because this evolving saga continues to generate headlines, and the next major development could change the conversation once again.